As you guys read the title, today I'm going to tell you about my med harm story, and yes, I had to write it down because of some cognitive issues. In March and April 2025, I was taking a weight loss pill, a stimulant that suppresses appetite. By the end of April, I ended up getting psychosis. In May, a psychiatrist prescribed me a sleeping pill for a month. I felt stable after 1 week of taking the sleeping pill, but I was gullible and took the dose as told. Since the psychiatrist told me sleeping pills, I thought they were like sleeping aids, the ones you get in the store. But I was wrong. Later on, I found out they were risperidone. In June, my side effects: a burning sensation in the head, vision changed. My left eye can see bright colors, and my right eye sees colors as dark. Vision snow. Particles are small and move while I look in the sky. When I look in the sky, I see little white particles just moving. Found out that's visual snow. Anhedonia, cognitive issues, and tinnitus. In July, I still had the same symptoms. I couldn't feel love or laugh, just anxiety and sadness. The burning head pain was unbearable. In August, I still had the same side effects. I had to sleep in my left side since the right side of my head was burning. To relieve the pressure, that made every symptom worse. Symptoms: depersonalization, derealization, anhedonia, and severe fatigue. In September, my head was still burning. That made anxiety, doom, depression worse with all the other symptoms. In October, head was still pulsing and burning from the right side. Symptoms: severe depersonalization, derealization, severe brain fog. I couldn't focus, couldn't feel love, doom, cognitive issues, couldn't feel THC, couldn't feel substance at all. It just gave me depersonalization, derealization. I didn't feel nothing. And it was pretty shocking. In November, the head burning sensation stopped. Doom and horrible symptoms. So my head stopped pulsing from the back of my head, and I was just left with the horrible symptoms. Later on in the month of November, I took only half of one weight loss pill. I thought since it was a stimulant, it was going to give me dopamine and bring me back to feeling emotions, bring me back to normal. Since I thought, since the weight loss pill was a stimulant, I thought by taking half of it, I didn't want to take the whole pill, just taking half of it, it was going to give me some stimulation and bring me back to life and fix my cognitive issues. You know, instead of being confused and dealing with anhedonia, depersonalization, derealization, I thought it was going to help me. But I was completely wrong, because it ended up crashing me. The next day, that pill ended up crashing me. My symptoms that I got from my first crash was I lost my ability to feel tired and sleepy. When I would close my eyes to go to sleep, I wouldn't drift off. You know, when you go to sleep and you just feel tired, so tired it feels good to go to sleep. My body would not shut down. Like, I would be closing my eyes and my body would not shut down. I would just be closing my eyes and nothing. It was very severe when I first crashed. It was very severe. It was super severe. Lost my anxiety and the ability to cry. Lost my ability to smell and taste food. Low libido to no libido. Tinnitus got louder. The way I could describe tinnitus, if you guys ever fainted and you guys heard like a little ear ringing, like, you know, when you faint and you hear ear ringing, that's just like, like, my tinnitus was just like that 24/7, and it's honestly still like that. But I'm managing it. You get what I'm saying? At first it was just like unbearable. I was just like, what? Brain fog. I lost myself completely in a void, bedbound, med harm injury. Whenever I was going through recovery, the first months, I was bedbound and I was in my bed doing my daily routines, but I was in my bed, like, bedbound. And when I got this crash, oh, I was bedbound for real. Whenever I woke up from my nap, whenever I opened my eyes, it was just the light of outside would just burn my eyes. My eyes were very sensitive. Since I mentioned that I got eye issues, I have like a lot of eye floaters. Before taking the medication, I didn't have no eye floaters at all. Nothing. Like, you know, when people say they got little specks, I never had nothing like that. When I stopped the medication, now I have like little eye floaters, and I have the visual snow that I can only see when I look up in the sky. But whenever I'm like, I don't see it, you know, I don't see it. I don't see it now, but when I was first not able to sleep, as what I said, I couldn't feel tired and sleepy. When I wasn't able to sleep, my visual snow just got worse. Or like, the visual snow, I could actually see it. Even not by looking at the sky, but I could literally, like, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would just look, and like the visual snow, I could physically see it. That I just went to sleep. I had to put myself to sleep. I'll come back with part 2 because I only have 3 whiteboards, so I'm gonna have to write the other half of the months. Let's go back to November. The crash made my head burn again from the right side. It was severely unbearable. Had me pacing around the room. And it also gave me sensory overload. While it took everything that made me feel human. It wasn't depression. It was something way more unhuman. feeling. Severe confusion, slurred speech. I met a woman named Brenda. She has PTSD in a support group that Jason made. Shout out to both of them, and shout out to the med harm people in the group and everybody that's med harm. She prayed for me when I was in my lowest point in my life. I will never forget that moment. That precious moment. I will never forget the moment she prayed for me. Whenever I was in my lowest, I had no hope. In my lowest. I've never been in the lowest. And I've never thought that I would be in the lowest. And she prayed for me. When I asked for support, like, she prayed for me when I was in my lowest. And I didn't get no judgment. And we also got along because I was never a judgmental person. You know, I'm like, when I meet somebody, I'm not over here judging them like, oh wait, hold on, she this, she that. No, I'm not like that. So whenever I spoke to her, there was no judgment. I never judged her. She never judged me. It was a W, honestly, a fucking W. Like, there was no weird energy, like no weird vibes. It was all cool. God bless her and her family, including Jason and his family. God bless the post-SSRI sexual dysfunction people, post-finasteride people, post-Accutane syndrome people, neuroleptic anhedonia people. To all the silent sufferers, there needs to be more warnings about the side effects or permanent side effects that turn into symptoms. You are not alone. If you are med harmed, you are not alone. There's people out here that are med harmed too. I'm telling you that. When I was going through all of this, I felt alone. Like, I literally felt alone. But when I met people that were going through the same thing as me, and later on just realizing that I'm not alone and that these symptoms are not fake, like, you can actually go through this. So hello, like, to all the people that are not med harmed, and you're like, that's not possible. Wait, she gotta be delusional. No, honey, it's not delusion. You can lose your emotions. You can lose your emotions. You can get anhedonia. Like, imagine being a bubbly person, it girl, all of a sudden your emotions disappear, anhedonia, and it's kind of like, wait, hold on, something ain't right. But this is capable of happening. Some people don't speak up because they're scared of speaking up, but right now I'm mentally stable. I'm doing fine. I'm still living with the side effects, with some side effects, but I'm doing okay. Like, I'm to the point I can make videos. That's why I'm making that's why I have my YouTube channel, and I'm making my vlogs, my little videos I can. Okay, let me get the other board. But yeah, something to let you know, you are not alone. If you got med harmed, you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. I just have to repeat it because whenever you get med harmed and you just feel so isolated, so alone, you can't feel emotions, you can't feel connection towards people, it makes you feel so It makes you feel so alone. It's not even depression. It's not even depression. Imagine being a depressed person, right? And imagine not even being a depressed person anymore, and it's like you automatically feel nothing. Something unhuman. Nobody should be going through this. It's horrible. December. Side effects. December side effects. Had emotional blunting. Lost my ability to yawn. I couldn't feel sleepy or tired. Brain fog. Cognitive issues. Loud tinnitus. Sensory overload. Vision sensitivity. Couldn't smell or taste food. Anhedonia. Bedbound. Yeah, I was bedbound. I was laying in bed. My nervous system was hypersensitive to food, to exercise. Whenever I would go to the gym, because I wasn't gonna let this take me down, I'm going to the gym, I'm pushing to the gym. And whenever I go to the gym in general before this med harm, if I go to the gym, I'ma lift weights, I'ma go hardcore, you know? And I went to the gym and I did my exercises. I would keep on pushing no matter if I'm dealing with the symptoms. I would go to the gym. After I would be done to the gym, I would be, my emotional numbness, everything, it would just get, like, I just felt completely more numb. So I believe whenever you're mid-harm, don't go to the gym. Don't do heavy exercises. Don't go hard on yourself. Do not go hard on yourself. Be patient. Take everything slowly. Don't be hard on yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. You are loved. I am loved. So don't feel alone. Do not feel alone. I was experiencing dizziness and lightheadedness. Whenever I would go to the gym and I would come back, I would feel dizzy. I would feel dizzy. My ears will like, it would like, I wouldn't say pop, but whenever I was about to faint, my tinnitus got even louder, like super loud. Whenever I would go shopping and I would push the cart around, like just walking around, pushing, I had to sit down. I had to, the little chairs they have in the store? Like, I had to sit down in those chairs, like walk and then just take a break, because my body would my ears would start ringing and my body would get so dizzy and weak. The lightheadedness, it was January. I still had some side effects. I turned 20 in January, and I didn't bring the items I bought, but in my birthday, I bought supplements, I bought teas, I bought vegetables. I bought a lot of stuff to heal me. People, whenever they turn 20, that's your lit year. Whenever you're 20, you want to go out and do fun stuff. You want to, you want to be celebrating your birthday. And my birthday, I was buying supplements, buying healthy stuff. Making juices. But I was honest, I was taking care of myself, basically. So I didn't have a normal 20-year-old birthday. Yeah, that's how my birthday went. February. My right side of my head stopped burning. My symptoms: anhedonia. Can't feel sleepy or tired. Cognitive issues. Loud tinnitus. I couldn't taste or smell anything. If I did eat food, like carbs, anything like that, it would taste like salt. If you watch my other video when the mukbang, when I said that the Doritos tasted like salt, I couldn't smell or taste it. I couldn't taste the cheese. I couldn't taste no flavor. Like, it was just salt. Like, if I'm eating something that has flavor, I'm just tasting salt. It just tasted like I was chewing, and just the flavoring was just salt. Low libido, emotional blunting. I felt a little bit better in February because I didn't feel my sensory overload. It went down. I used to be up here. Like, every sensory overload would just be so much for my eyes. Everything would be a lot. It would be so much sensory overload. And in February, it simmered down. I still felt it, but it simmered down. I'm like, okay, but I'm still dealing with these symptoms. The sensory overload was unbearable. Like, I would go outside, and like the trees, the houses, everything would be so overloading that I just had to go lay down. I'm like, wait, I need to take a step back and I need to go rest. Okay, oh my god, you saw that? I just got brain fog. I was over because I put my two boards down there, and I literally saw this one. I'm like, wait, do I need to read this one? But I'm like, wait, I just read this one. I have to finish the rest of the months. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. In March, I didn't crash from food anymore. I gained a little bit of my smell and taste buds. Anhedonia, emotional blunting. I can only cry a little bit. Since I used to be bubbly, I used to have emotions, like just strong emotions. I used to cry. I used to laugh. I used to do all of these stuff. And now I could cry, but it's not as deeply as what I used to. You know when you cry and it feels so good? It's like, oh, I just cried. I just let everything out, and I just kind of feel relaxed. I cry, but it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. So before Med harmed, I was able to cry. And now I can't really cry as what I used to cry. I still have tinnitus. I can't feel sleepy or tired, but I managed to get some sleep. Even though I can't feel sleepy or tired, I still managed to go to sleep. Gotta push through it. Grieving my old self, knowing I might never be that person again. I'm never going to be the old person I used to be, because all of this happened to me. I'm a new person. I'm not the same as what I was, you know. Learning self-acceptance. So in March, April, and May, I'm learning self-acceptance. That was about it for March. April, I was able to smell a little and taste food, but the flavoring isn't strong. I had to mention it again because I'm giving y'all updates for the months of recovery. I could still taste food, but it's not as strong. Like if we're eating, I don't even know what food example I could give you. Let's say I don't even know what to give you. What has a lot of seasoning in it? Let's just say we eating fried chicken with seasoning on it. I'ma just taste part of that fried chicken. I'm not gonna taste all the flavor, and you're licking your fingers, you're like, that smacks. I cannot taste. I'm not gonna be able to taste it as strongly. And I was able to smell in my other video, where if you've seen my mukbang video, when I said whenever I wake up I go outside and smell the air. I'm able to smell the air now. Like, I don't know how to explain, not the air, but smell the outside, the summer, the grass. If I smell perfumes, I could now kind of smell them, but not as what it used to be. Not as what it used to be, but I could kind of smell it now. That kind of brought me into, you know, acceptance and like, okay, I got this. My cognition got a little bit better. Honestly, I used to be, as what I said, sensory issues, cognitive problems, dizziness, lightheadedness. Now my cognitive issues are getting a little bit better as what it used to be. I used to be bedbound because I couldn't, the sensory issues, whenever I would wake up, I would just open my eyes like this, and I would close them because I just couldn't. The symptoms, the side effects, that took months. I couldn't even open my eyes, and whenever I would open them up, I would put myself back to resting because I just couldn't handle it. It was so much sensory. My memory, my cognition was so bad that I just couldn't stand being up watching TV because I couldn't even relate to the TV. I could watch it, but I just felt so disconnected. Couldn't watch TV, play video games, nothing like that. As what you can see right here, my PC right here. Now I'm able to use it, but before, the DP, depersonalization, derealization, I still have it, but it's not as bad as what I used to. It was horrible. I couldn't even get on and play video games. I couldn't do none of that. I was bedbound. I still have brain fog, visual snow. When I look into the sky, I can kind of see what are those white swimmers? Like, you can see like white little swimmers. Visual snow. I think I've seen and I read that that's visual snow. I still have the eye floaters. I still have my left side. I can see bright colors. If we're looking at the color pink, a bright, beautiful pink, I can see the bright, beautiful pink with this one, and with this eye, I see it as dark pink. I don't see it as bright pink. I still have sleeping issues. I'm still not able to feel tired and sleepy, so I'm still pushing with that. And I do believe that sleep is the most important thing. Whenever my sleep got bad, all my issues got horrible. I do believe that sleep kind of stops your recovery. You need to sleep. You need to sleep for you to recover from medication harm. In general, you need to sleep. If you're not sleeping, your cognition is just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. When I'm telling you this. Whenever my sleep issues got worse, my symptoms got even worse. Whenever I got the emotional blunting, whenever I lost my sleep, my emotional blunting came in, my anxiety left. And it left whenever I had my sleeping issues. Whenever I couldn't sleep, that's when they left. And I'm like, that's when I knew that sleeping was important. So to me, sleep is very important, believe it or not. I wasn't bed bound anymore. I'm able to get up now. I'm making this video. I mean, this is April. Yeah, April. I was able to get up. I'm able to watch TV. I'm able to play video games. And I push myself. I don't want to be bedbound. If I got the opportunity to get up, I'm going to get up, okay? Bedbound is not, it's horrible. It's not something, no, it's not cool. And some people are bedbound, and it's like, I feel for them because it's not easy. It's not even easy. It's horrible. And I feel for those people. And I was also learning to accept myself. Acceptance isn't easy because it really changed me. It's not easy, but I'm working on it. May this month. I don't have sensory issues anymore. That's what I said when I used to go outside. Whenever I would wake up and see the sun just hitting my window, I couldn't even open my eyes. I wouldn't be like this. My eyes would burn. Sensory issues, the noises, the colors, everything was too much. Then I was bedbound. I had to lay myself back to sleep and take everything very slowly. Just rest my body. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm gonna repeat it again. Do not be hard on yourself. The people that love and care for you are gonna be there for you. When I tell you, when I went through this, Brenda was there for me. Jason, my sister, she was there for me. Like, people that love you are gonna be there for you. My parents were there for me. People that love you are gonna be there for you. When I tell you, you're gonna know who's really there for you. Like, whenever this happens to you, you are going to know who's really there for you. You are going to know who is there for you and who isn't. And until, if you don't have med harm and you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't understand. Whenever you get med harm and you're going through all of this, some people don't believe you. Some people just think you're delusional, you're dumb, you're doing the most, you're exaggerating. But they don't even know. If they only knew, Okay, well, okay, it happened. You got med harmed, and what? Well, honey, I got med harmed, and I gotta speak about this. I'm not gonna stay quiet. What? I'm not gonna stay quiet because I got med harmed. It brought me to the lowest, and I've never been in my lowest. And it's not just the lowest. Oh, I'm in my lowest. No, it was a lowest. If you're med harmed and you're in your lowest, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Whenever you're med harmed very horribly, it's destruction. It's destruction. You might think it's like, oh, okay, you're bedbound. No, it's destruction to your personality, to everything. I believe everybody has an ego. Everybody has an ego. It's a destruction towards your ego, who you are as a person, your emotions, everything. Everything is gone. And you have to build yourself up. Like, imagine being up here, you got an ego, you know yourself, all of a sudden it causes you med harm, you lose your emotions, everything like that. You're down here and you have to rebuild yourself. And yes, I decided to make this YouTube account. I'm gonna be posting vlogs, as what you saw, my mukbang, my slime video, just anything like that. Any cool vlogs I think about. Just, you know, just making videos. I don't know what to say. and just I posted about my med harm. I want you guys to know a little bit about me. And yeah, by making these videos, I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm not gonna live in fear. Okay, as I'm posting my videos and I'm learning my self-acceptance. Yep. And I'm not gonna hide my med harm story. Period. I'm not gonna hide my med harm story. I'm gonna be loud and about what happened to me. Because a lot of people are harmed and live in fear because they don't want to speak about their story. They feel embarrassed. They feel ashamed. People believe a lot. A lot of negative stuff. Whenever this happens to you, you think about a lot of negative stuff. A lot of negative stuff. So I'm here spreading awareness, and this is what happened to me. That's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I did, because I'm spreading awareness about my med harm story. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I really do hope you guys are having an amazing day, because my day is just my day is just a day. It's cool. It's cool. I'm thinking about if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I just have to add that in there. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. If medication saved your life, then I'm happy, but if you're judging, this video isn't for you. This is only for med harm people. I mean, you can watch it, of course. I don't care who watches this, because it's on YouTube. Anybody's gonna watch it. But this is about my med harm story, okay? And if medications helped you and they saved your life, make a video about it, okay? It's cool. It's cool. I don't know what to say. Saved your life, cool. I'm proud of you. But medications harmed me in a way I didn't think they could, because I thought they were sleeping pills. Stay tuned for my upcoming content.